Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Marv XO back again on the mic. You guys already know what it is. We're here on XDEFIANT, and today is honestly not going to be a class setup video. When you guys see this video, it should be July 1st, 2024, which means we get a big update, aka Season 1, on July 2nd, 2024. So that being said, on July 2nd, I am going to be taking a break from uploading for one day, but that does not mean that there's not going to be any content from me. I will be live streaming live on Twitch. If you guys want someone to grind out the new season with, or just someone to play with during the new season, make sure you guys join my Discord, add me on Ubisoft, follow me on Twitter. That's where I'll be at on July 2nd. But that being said, now that we have season 1 dropping, I wanted to make a video on 5 things I absolutely hate in XDEFIANT. I've been putting off on this video just because since it was preseason and we did get a couple updates, I didn't want to jump the gun on some things. I really wanted to wait until we had an actual season, where after that we're probably going to see a lot of big changes and stuff like that. But before we get into the video, if you guys would do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to hit 10K. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. And I'll catch you guys honestly in the next segment of the video. All right, coming in at the number 5 list for top 5 things I hate in XDEFIANT, guys. We're gonna be starting off strong. For number 5, top 5 things I hate in XDEFIANT, man. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go with the creative class system. And I know this is kind of controversial considering I am a YouTuber who does mostly class setup builds and stuff for you guys, but that doesn't excuse the fact that I do believe the creative class system in this game is very lazy and very bare bones. Honestly, my biggest problem with the creative class system is it feels like there's a lot of things missing in the game. You know, whether you go to the snipers, SMGs, ARs, every single attachment in the creative class system is basically copy and paste. There's no variety. You know, we have no attachment that can take, you know, our M16 from a burst gun to a fully automatic gun. We have no attachment that can take, you know, a fully automatic gun to a burst gun. You know, these are things I think are very important to add in the game, because not only does they add variety, but, you know, attachments are also things that can shift metas and stuff like that. You know, I do believe, you know, certain things are missing from the sniper rifle class. Like there's no rechamber, you know, attachment in the game. It's literally all copy and paste. And, you know, and I do believe that can change in the future with, you know, new updates and stuff coming out like that. But that being said, that's why the creative class system comes in at the number 5 spot on my list. Alrighty, guys, coming in at the number 4 spot for the top 5 things I hate in XDEFIANT. For number 4, we're gonna have to talk about the current team balancing system. Now, why I do think it's a big W that there is no SBMM in this game. One thing I do think needs to be adjusted or tweaked a little bit is the current team balancing system in this game. Basically, the way it works in this game is the game will get you into a lobby, and then it will split you guys into teams based on average skill rating. Now, why this doesn't necessarily sound bad on paper, I do believe it's kind of bad and flawed for a couple reasons. First of all, I do believe if you're gonna have no SBMM in the game, that when it comes to, you know, team balancing, especially in pubs games, I do believe it should be completely random. So that's that. And then also, I do believe with the current system that's in the game right now, it still punishes good players for being good at the game, you know, kind of just like SBMM does. You know, there's a lot of times where I go on 7, 8 losing streaks of just having terrible teammates that don't want to hop objectives, teammates that don't know what they're doing. They're just kind of sitting and spawn this up before I finally get in a lobby where I actually feel like I have decent teammates, you know. And with the fact that there's no current game modes where everyone in the lobby is solo and stuff like that, so sometimes you're versus parties and stuff like that. I definitely think the system needs to be tweaked. With that being said, that's why that comes in at the number 4 spot on my list. Alrighty, guys, coming in at the number 3 spot for the top 5 things I hate in XDEFIANT. For the number 3 spot, we're actually gonna have to talk about the current ability balance in the game. Now, if you guys have been playing XDEFIANT for a while, there's probably a couple abilities out there that just annoy the hell out of you. For me, my number 1 hated ability is the spider bot, mostly because that thing is basically 5 abilities in one. I mean, it chases you, it stuns you, it can kill you, it blinds you, it slows you. It just does a lot of things, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. I also do believe things like the echelon passive and the phantom passives are things that should be changed in this game, because those 2 abilities leads to a lot of inconsistencies like in gameplays, in games, and in gameplays. And then also believe that the Phantoms just having 3 shields is just kind of lazy. Like you couldn't think of something else to give them. Also do believe the cleaner class needs to be a little bit adjusted with their damage, but I run Libertad, so for the most part, I don't have a problem with that. And I also do believe some of the cooldowns on the abilities are a little bit too short. And I would like to see those adjusted, but I do believe those are things that are going to happen in the future, but I couldn't make a list without putting that on. So yeah, that's why ability balance comes in at the number 3 spot on my list. Alrighty guys, coming in at the number 2 spot on my list, this kind of ties into my last point, but we're gonna have to talk about ability stacking in this game. Now if you guys play XDefiant, we have all been there where we have first a team where either the whole team or at least over half the team is running Intel Suit, or they're all playing Phantom, so they all got shields and stuff, dead sec, spider bots. I'm pretty sure you guys get my point. The reason why I hate this in the game is because with the ability to ability stack in the game, this is really why I do believe some abilities become more oppressive than others. For instance, the Phantom having an extra 20 health, I don't necessarily think that's a bad ability, but when the fact is that over half the team can have it, so you have to put an extra bullet into half the team, that's when some of the stuff becomes annoying. So I do believe ability stacking is something that needs to be removed for the game, and maybe make it so that only 2 people on a team can run a certain faction or something like that. But with that being said, yeah, that's why ability stacking comes in at the number 2 spot on my list. Alrighty guys, coming in at the number 1 spot on my list, some of you guys might have seen this coming, but I'm gonna have to talk about the current netcode situation in this game. Now, while the current netcode situation in this game has drastically improved since launch, it is far from perfect. With a lot of these free play titles, one thing that I have noticed over and over again is that when these games usually die, it's usually because of small issues like the netcode. While I do love this game and I will continue to play it even with its problems, I do believe in order for this game to thrive, this is an issue that needs to be tackled quickly and efficiently. As it currently stands, we only got 2 updates to the netcode, but it still has a long way to go. So with that being said, that is my top 5 list of things I hate in XDefiant. If you guys agree with me or you think I missed something, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. My name is MarvXO. I love you guys. Thank you guys for all the support. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.